Yo, this is Tone Kapone, and you're getting lifted to the sounds of my DJ, DJ Spaceship. Go ahead and beam him up, boy. Let's get him, get him, get him, get him, get him, get him.
Greetings and salutations from us to all the nations. We're about to get loose, strictly for entertainment. We're reppin' Tampa Bay, 10 toes down. It's waves of the bay. No, we ain't playing around. Saturdays from 10 to 12. Make sure you ride the wave. It's Tone Kapone and DJ Spaceship on your airwaves. We're mixing interviews, R&B and hip hop. We're blasting off, and the top is just a pit stop.
Being played.
Performing live, Reh Rek, aka Rekless.
I can do it, I can do it, I can show you how to do it. Man, it's easy, nothing to it.
Get your tickets now at eventbrite.com for hip hop heavyweights, April 18th. Special guest, comedian Damian Davis. Rap group Unfadable. Also performing live, Bay Area's own Intellect, Chris Jackson, Acoustics, and Bob Bizzle. Hip hop heavyweights, April 18th. Get your tickets now at eventbrite.com. Doors open up at 5, show starts at 6. Hip Hop Heavyweights starring Kano J. Bond and Rekless.
Yeah. Boy, I cannot wait until next Sunday when we go ahead and get back to the stage, man. We're going to be talking with Reh Rek. We're going to be talking with Kano J. Bond in 1 second here. I'm Tone Kapone, DJ Spaceship over there. This Waves of the Bay. It's already 11:04, bruh. Like, this time moving fast.
We on the airways of the radio. I want to give a shout out to my mama. And this beat here is funky, fresh, hot to death. Like fish grease, chicken grease. Any hot grease, please. Old school hot comb on the stove. We got the Murray's grease. Sitting there getting high. Turn it, twist it around on a power line. High-powered wire. This is the reason that I don't freestyle.
That's a freestyle.
That was a dumb style.
Okay, my fault.
That was a dumb style.
I'm trying to, what is he doing?
You know I got better bars than that,
What
man.
is this?
Yeah, I practice better than that.
What is this mess?
I was going to sing y'all a song.
All right, well, yeah. Well, good job, man. I like that, though.
I love the way you lie sometimes, dog.
It's all about that joy, man.
That's what it is?
As long as you're having a good time doing it,
Joy.
I'm all about it, bro.
Joy.
That's what it is, man. Yo, Rekless.
What's good?
What's going on with you, man?
Man, I'm excited.
I can barely hear you, man. Can you speak up a little bit for me?
All right, hold on 1 second, hold on. Can you hear me now?
That's a lot better.
Is your anytime minutes up? Do they end at your anytime? It's not anytime, it's the weekend minutes, right?
You got jumped.
Womp, womp, womp.
Listen, I told somebody earlier today, I said, it's not 7 o'clock yet, so you got 700 minutes. So I'll call you back at 7:01.
Wow, they still got that?
Nah, they ain't got that no more.
They better
man.
not have that no more.
I don't know, they might.
They
But
probably do.
They got the
They
minute
probably
phones,
do.
the government phone.
Somebody probably do.
Yeah, I'm gonna go get me one.
But now, man, this is Waves of the Bay, and what we're doing, like I said, we have the hip-hop heavyweights event going on April 18th, which me and DJ Spaceship get to be a part of, and we want to actually talk with some of the artists that's going to be a part of it, and we actually have the headliners that's going to be calling in tonight. So we do have Reh Rek, aka Rekless, on the line, and welcome to Waves of the Bay, Rekless. So thank you for taking time out to talk with us tonight.
Oh, no doubt. Thank you for having me. You know, thank you for what y'all do. You know, creating a platform for independent artists like myself and Kano J. Bonds. I really appreciate y'all. And, I mean, with that, it's only right that, you know, we bring y'all in the building to bring everybody hip-hop heavyweights, you know?
I'm so excited, man. It's been so long since we've been able to do our thing, and I guess that's kind of where I want to start off with for you. Like, I know you haven't hit the stage in a minute, so explain to me, like, what the return to the stage is going to mean to you.
For me, it's a relief. It's a relief because, I mean, I haven't been on the stage in over a year. You know, I was working on a project and then been working behind the scenes with other artists and different things like that. So it's been a while, you know. So it's been a lot of pent-up energy. I got all this music, all this work, and I haven't been able to really push, you know, and I'm a little old school. I gotta hit the stage. I gotta hit the streets to really get my music out there and get to the people. You know, I truly believe in getting in front of people, you know, physically, so they can really feel my music. So it's been a little tough for me as a performer, as an MC. So I'm excited, but I'm nervous at the same time too, because at the same, you know, trying to get the little rust out.
Man, I can only imagine. Like I feel like I'm rusty as a host, so I can imagine like as a performer, as an entertainer. Ooh, I know I'm super rusty, man. Like, what was one of the things that you had to kind of like redo or get back into the routine of doing?
Basically, just my delivery, really getting into my music. Is you know, to be an artist, to be an MC, you got that studio presence on the mic where you can deliver. You don't move around too much. It's just all about delivering the song and making sure the message is getting across to the ear. But when you on stage, you got to have that stage presence. You know, you got to move around. You got to have that energy, and it's not just about what you say, but your body language and everything. You know, so that's what I've just been working on. You know, I'm getting in front of the mirror. You know, this is hip hop heavyweight.
Already,
this is about. You know what I mean? This is a boxing match. You know. Ain't no real competition where we going against each other, nothing like that. But I got to train the same way a boxer trains, you know.
It's always a competition, man. We always gonna be figuring out who had the best show at the end of the night, or you know, whose set was the best, or whatever. There's always that type of interaction with that, man.
Of course, you know. But I mean, overall, I just want to deliver a really good performance that people appreciate and love, and also get my message across in the music that I'm putting out right now. So, again, I'm excited. I'm glad that y'all gonna be rocking with us. It's only right, you know.
For sure, man. Super excited.
So, Rek, I got a question for you. So, you're making your return to the stage, but I want to back it up a little bit and ask you, how did this come about? Like, who put this lineup together? Because it's not a lineup of pushovers. It's not a lineup of no talent. Like, how did this come about, and who put this lineup together?
Well, Kano and I, we had been talking about this for a while, off and on. You know, Tone and I, we had talked about how Kano and I got together and we worked on the track together, and then from there, you know, we vibed. You know, we went back and forth about a couple of ideas, and then we kind of like just chilled for a moment. And then I run into him out at a store, and I'm like, yo, it's the reason why we running into each other like this. And we started talking about this show, you know, putting the show together. But we're no pushovers ourselves, and we want to give a good show. Of course, it's going to be added pressure. You see the lineup. It's tough.
Oh yeah.
It's tough, you know. So, but being an MC, and our origin, we welcome that pressure, you know. We welcome that pressure. It only iron sharpens iron, so it only makes us all better, you know. You don't want to put any weak artists on there. You know, people are not going to enjoy the show. They're not going to want to come back and see another performance that you're going to be giving, because they're going to think that your performances are weak. So it's only right that you put the best on. We talking about hip hop heavyweights. So we got to live up to that name, and that's not just Kano and I. That's the artists that are rocking on the stage with us.
No doubt. Now, I think the show is properly named because it says hip hop heavyweights, and when you look at today's, you know, to the artists that's out today, I listen to everything, you know, from Outkast to Migos to Young Thug. Today's artists, you have the people that call themselves rappers. They come out, they rap, they dance, they sing, they dressing crazy, their hair looks funny. And not a lot of them actually have bars. Do you think the day and age of the actual MC, people with bars, is dying? Like, we have Kendrick, we have Cole, but we have more artists that don't care about, you know, spitting bars and being legendary or being considered, you know, lyricists. Do you think the day and age of actual MC spitting bars is a dying craft?
No, not at all. Not at all. I'll say this. I'm not going to down anybody that doesn't do what we do.
Right.
You know, everybody. I mean, it's enough music out here, and we have all these subgenres of music. You got hip hop, you got trap, you got rap, you got conscious rap. Everybody has a lane that they can pick to ride in. You know what I mean? So I'm not going to downplay anybody on that.
Right.
But when it comes to bars, no, that's not a dying art at all. You look at Griselda. You was just talking about Griselda earlier.
Yeah.
You got Conway the Machine.
Mm-hmm.
My dude is Benny the Butcher. I've been rocking Benny the Butcher for a minute, you know. And then you got examples like Drake, who can go back and forth across the line, whether it's, you know, the mainstream pop, hip hop, or he can give you some bars. So I think there's enough room for everybody. I don't think it's a dying breed, and I think a lot of people are coming back to the bars, coming back to the, you know, to the real essence of hip hop, you know. So no, I don't think it's dying at all. We just got to keep it going. There's artists like myself, like Kano, like Mike.
His whole
Jackson,
lineup, man.
Not Mike Jackson. Chris Jackson and Bob Bizzle and Intellect. I mean, these are some dope MCs, you know, and they keep hip hop going here in the Bay Area, in Tampa and St. Pete. So
I think that this lineup as a whole is like, you know, like I said, it's full of MCs and it's talented. I mean, and just to give you the essence of it, you know, Intellect took it back and she gave me and Tone a copy of her album on an LP.
Vinyl.
On vinyl.
yes.
You see what I'm saying?
I got that sitting in my living room.
Yeah, like how many people, you know, most people that are dropping their stuff, you know, their music and, you know, projects on, you know, digital platforms and stuff, but she dropped that when, I'm pretty sure it's on digital as well, but she dropped it on vinyl, like an actual LP.
Just super dope with it,
bread
man.
on that.
Yeah.
There's some bread on that, you know. But I definitely respect the artist like Intellect. She's keeping it true to the essence of hip hop, and it's people like that will definitely keep this thing going, you know. So I really appreciate that move.
I love it, man. This is Waves of the Bay. We're talking with Reh Rek, a.k.a. Rekless, right here, talking about the hip-hop heavyweight event going on next Sunday out there in Clearwater. And I kind of do want to get to the lineup and just ask you a couple questions, like, what was it about a Bub Bizzle that made you want to bring him on to open up for you guys?
That's a question for Kano. I'm not quite familiar with his work. I've heard a couple of tracks from him, and he's got that St. Pete hip hop that I really appreciate, you know. But Kano has a stronger connection to him. We would bounce the names off, to be honest with you. We had a list of names, and we just went through them. You know, people who we wanted to bring on, and that list consisted of artists that we've worked with in the past, artists that are current right now, artists that can really bring it on the stage, and those who are really working and staying true to the art. So that's how we broke it down. But Bob Bizzle was one of his picks. And of course, I signed off on it once I started hearing a couple of tracks that he gave to me, you know. So
Bub mean with it, man. Can you give me some of the names that were on the list but didn't quite make the cut?
Nah, I'm not going to do that, Tom. I'm not going to do that, man.
I tried, Ship. I tried, man.
He took one out of my page. I was like, dang, at least I ain't had to do it.
I know. I try to finesse it.
but you know what? I'll say this. There's a couple of names that we had that, you know, these artists, they couldn't make it. It didn't work with their calendar. There was something else going on with them, and it just didn't pan out, you know. But of course we can't put everybody on there, so we did have to trim it down to, you know, on our wish list. So I will stop short right there.
I try to tell people all the time, man, and I know, Ship, you can testify to this one, man. Like, when it comes to a show that you're putting on, you want to make sure that you have the people's attention. So you don't want to just bog people down by having opener after opener. And you do want to make sure you have quality instead of quantity when it comes to that, too. So you guys kind of have a perfect balance of that. And, you know, I can appreciate that as a, you know, one event promoter to another, you know.
Absolutely. Absolutely. You know, I've been doing this for a while, and I've been on many different bills, and I've been in that situation where there's like 30 artists on the bill, and you just waiting all night to get on stage, and then by the time you get on, half of the crowd done left.
You up there tired.
Yeah. And then now you try, and you know, and I've also been in the crowd, you know, as a supporter, and it's just a long night, you know, it's a long night, and there's some artists are great, and there's other artists, and I don't know if they should be up there.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so it could be draining. And I know for my supporters and my fans, who have really rocked with me through the years, one of the questions I get asked, they'll be like, well, what time you going on?
Mm-hmm.
You know, what time you going? Because, see, I done been to one of them shows that you had. You was like 30 people, and I had to wait all night to see you. So, nah, it's not going to be like that with this one, man.
So, in those moments, Rek, when you're at the show, you're waiting your turn to get up there and hold it down, and there's really no timeline, you know, of when you're getting up there, and you're at the end, and the crowd is just disappearing and disappearing. How do you stay motivated to get up there and do your thing and not just be like, forget it, I ain't going up there?
I've never been like that, man. I love the stage. It don't matter. It don't matter whether it is 10, 50, 30, 100, 1,000. It really don't matter. It could be 2 people. You know, it really doesn't matter to me because I love getting on stage and I love performing. But to be honest with you, man, it's not even me thinking about who's in the crowd. It's me thinking about getting on the stage. Even though I love it, you know, like I say I do, I get nervous. I ain't gonna lie. I get real nervous. It's almost like climbing up on a high dive. You know how you climb? You ever jumped off a high dive?
No, I'm afraid of heights. I ain't doing that.
Wow. Well, you know,
I have.
So you feel me? So it's like you climbing up that ladder. You get all the way up there, and then you get to like the end of that board, and you look down. You're like, well, it's no turning back.
You ain't going back. Straight up.
So when I step on that stage, it's like being on a high dive. It's like I can't turn back now. You know what I mean?
Straight up.
So you just jump in. It really don't matter. You know, I would much rather the seats to be filled. I'd much rather to be, you know, playing in front of as many people that can fill the building. But
right
at the end of the day, you're just doing you.
Now, I'm going to do this because I'm Spaceship, and I do stuff like this from time to time. Using the lineup that you have, if you had to do the verses, and I'm the DJ and Tone's the host, who would you say would be good competition for you in the verses out of the lineup that's going to be at the show for the hip-hop heavyweights?
Boy, you really trying to pin me. Y'all really trying to pin me. Y'all really trying. You know what? I'm gonna keep it real. Okay, so I think the best competition is who's headlining with me. You know, Kano J. Bond. You know, Chris Jackson is rough. He's heavy. I've seen his work.
I think I would like to see Chris Jackson, as crazy as this is, I would like to see Chris Jackson and Intellect in the verses. I think that'd be pretty interesting. Or it could be teams. It could be you and Kano versus Intellect and Chris Jackson. I think that'd be dope.
That would be
boom.
Dope. That would be dope.
I think that'd be dope.
But you know what? That's why we picked them. You know. We really respect their craft. We love their music. I'm more excited about seeing Chris Jackson rock the stage. I've seen him once before, and I was like, this man is crazy.
It's been a minute,
you know
man.
what I mean? Intellect, you know, I've been doing some work with, and I did some work with Intellect before COVID. You know, I had her working with one of my artists, Leon Da Vinci. And we was building, and then, you know, COVID hit, and we kind of just like stopped production, you know. But I've been vibing with her, You know, she's an excellent artist, a great writer, has good studio presence on the mic. So, yeah.
I love it, man. This is Waves of the Bay. We're talking with Reh Rek, a.k.a. Rekless. We got the hip-hop heavyweights event going on April 18th that we're going to be, me and Spaceship are part of, man. I'm hosting. Spaceship got some music, and we got Rekless, and we got Kano J. Bond as the headliners. What I want to do, you was just talking about Kano. I have this track right here queued up. I'm going to play this track, and then we're going to be right back and talk a little bit more of Rekless right here. Waves of the Bay.
Yes, sir.
A glass jar, doing donuts while I'm test driving your mama car. Big came into my dream, said he passed me the torch. You need a feature, it's gonna cost you like you fresh out of court. St. Pete, that's the city, I'm holding down the fort. These study my style like it's a college course. It's the cognac sip of the sports gambler, the realest walking, did it without a manager. I could blow any minute, detonator. I'm from St. Pete, where bodies get fed to alligators. No desires for a major. Catch me at Lake Magori, still eating boiled peanuts and potatoes. Haters, they thought I wouldn't get the job done. No shortcuts in it for the long run. Soon as you get a little love, here the hate come. Point me to the competition, it ain't none. Ain't none, ain't none, ain't none. Point me to the competition, it ain't none. Ain't none, ain't none, ain't none. Point me to the competition, it ain't none. Killing beats for a living, my occupation. Feeling like Shaq in the midst of his domination. I come from the bird when it's not faking and to set you up like party decorations. Everybody lit. I know some youngsters like boot game, but they ain't running after they take your. I'm hotter than flame from Big. One bar from my arsenal, feel like your whole throat getting writing these pieces in my Android. Ahoy, my flow is Hercules on steroids. You should be overjoyed that I am healthy and back breathing. These rappers is burger meat, and I'm an ex-vegan. Throwing shots at Kano for no reason, but your words don't matter. Similar to preseason. I jump on these beats and go Jumanji and don't stop like AIDS spreading across the country. Yeah, they thought I wouldn't get the job done. No shortcuts in it for the long run. Soon as you get a little love, here the hate come. Point me to the competition, it ain't none. Ain't none, ain't none, ain't none, ain't none. Point me to the competition, it ain't none. Ain't none, ain't none, ain't none, ain't none. Point me to the competition, it ain't none. They thought I wouldn't get the job done. No shortcuts in it for the long run. Soon as you get a little love, here the hate come. Point me to the competition, it ain't none. Ain't none, ain't none, ain't none, ain't none. Point me to the competition, it ain't none. Ain't none, ain't none, ain't none, ain't none. Point me to the competition, it ain't none.
Snoop Doggy Dogg and Dr. Dre is at the door. Tone Kapone, Spaceship, he ain't got no flow. It don't matter, because I know you know who I am, yo. I do my duty, yo. I get the 1s, 2s, 3s, and 4s, 5, 6, 7. What happened to the beat? oh. Hey, yo! Hey, girl, hey!
Speechless.
Why y'all give me the microphone sometimes?
I don't know why I even cut your mic on sometimes.
Waves of the Bay, 88.5 WMNF. We in Tampa Bay. We are truly the Spotify of all radio. You tell me a radio show, a radio station, a radio duo, a radio pair, a radio group that do it better than we do the way that we do. That show the love we show to the people of the Bay.
they can't say nothing.
I'm just saying.
They can't say nothing to that.
But I want to get back into this show, man, because that was a good verses that I put up there with, you know, team verses. Kano J. Bond, Rekless, Chris Jackson. I want to get into Chris Jackson and talk about him a little bit. Because I remember the first time I was introduced or really dove into, you know, seeing him in action. That's when he did the battle against the dude that's what's his name? You know, it's bad when
I'm pretty sure it was Red Flair.
I can't. He made that dude Snap Famous. You know what the Snap Famous is, right? When you be like, that song. What's the name? What's the name? When you got to snap to find their name, and then that's when Fresh battled Buddy too. Fresh showed out too. But who do you think would be your biggest competition or your problem? Because I got to know. Who do you think would be your problem out of Chris Jackson and Intellect?
My problem?
Yes, your problem. I'm not battling nobody. I don't rap.
Oh, I'm not battling anybody anymore either.
I understand, but we was on that verse because I was sitting back here because, my mind slips me from time to time. And I wanted to know, who would be your problem the most out of those two? Because they both problems.
Of course, but see, this is a trick question. First of all, second of all, I'm a problem too.
I'm not saying you're not a problem, because if they was on the line, I would be asking the question the other way.
Man, listen, I'm gonna plead the fifth on that one.
Dang, man, come on, Rek, come on, you gotta give us something, bro.
Don't worry about it, Tone. I got something. We're gonna circle the block on him. We're gonna circle the block on him like they did Ricky.
I know you are. But yeah, man. I respect both of their crafts. I respect, they work, they music, and they get busy. They definitely get busy. Chris Jackson, he's crazy on the mic. And I only know him from his stage performance. I haven't delved into his catalog.
It's crazy because I actually hosted his album release party years ago, man, for Black Lives Matter.
I ain't get no invitation.
Back at the Pegasus, man, we had that thing swinging that night.
I ain't get no invitation.
But I've known Chris Jackson longer than, I guess, y'all, so that's kind of crazy. But yeah, this man, go back and listen to his old project, man, and let me know what you think, because he was talking about stuff that's going on right now, like 4 or 5 years ago.
And I didn't get no invitation.
Right.
They didn't want me in the building.
You don't be checking your invitations.
Okay, so maybe I didn't check my invitation, but I would. Okay, I digress.
I only know him from his performances at the Element.
That's what's up.
That was the first time I've seen him.
So where is this event going to be at, Rekless?
Say again?
Where's the event going to be at, man? Let people know where it's going to be.
The event is at More Eventful Hall, 11141 U.S. Highway 19 North in Clearwater, Florida, Suite 204. And this is one of the things I want to stress to everyone, okay? With COVID-19, a lot of businesses struggle, right? Black businesses struggle too. This is a black-owned business.
Oh, yeah.
More Eventful Hall is owned by a black couple, Tiffany and Mike Moore.
Yeah.
And I just want to let everyone know that if you are about the money and supporting black businesses, you need to come out to Hip Hop Heavyweights, because through and through, we contracted black-owned entities to support this show. So we're talking about from the actual the actual buildings to the bar to the people catering the food is it's for the Soul, which is a black-owned business, right?
Mm-hmm.
Kano and I, we put our own money up to put this show together. We are black-owned entities. Stoner Religion, Authentic Core Music Group are black-owned businesses. So if you're talking about supporting black-owned businesses and keeping our dollars up in the community, then you need to come out and support independent artists. A lot of independent artists was starving during this pandemic. We haven't been able to perform. Now is our chance to perform. It's our chance to shine. We put projects out in end of 2019 and 2020, and really haven't had a chance to put them out. So this is our window of opportunity right here. So come out, support us, And of course, DJ Spaceship, Tone Kapone.
They
in the building.
They
Y'all don't even know, man. I'm excited about it being black-owned business, honestly. And like the venues we've been working with for Ignite the Night are no longer existing right now. So just to be able to do something different that's actually, you know, for us, by us, I'm too excited. Plus, I'm ready to go ahead and show them how we get down. Because I have a feeling that they think they have an idea, but they haven't really seen that full Tone Kapone, DJ Spaceship, Waves of the Bay type of experience. You know what I'm saying? So I'm ready to put my touch back on things. You dig?
Yes, most definitely.
What time does the show start?
Doors open up at 5. Show starts at 6.
Now you say 6. Does that mean like 8 o'clock or what?
No. 6 means 6. 6 means 6.
No CP time.
No, we're not doing the CP time.
So they got an hour to get there. Doors open at 5 and the show starts at 6.
That's right.
Say it again.
That's right. Doors open up at 5. Show starts at 6. Promptly.
Please do not be late. This is a Sunday show. We're not gonna be there all night. We're trying to put on a show for entertainment and then get back home and get ready for work the next day. Us grown folks, you dig? So please, I'm stressing to y'all, don't show up late or you will miss part of the show.
And you don't want to miss any of this, because there are no sleepers on this bill. You got Intellect, you got Chris Jackson, you got Acoustic, you got Bob Bizzle, you got Unfadable, our guest.
Y'all got a comedian, man.
We have comedian Damian Davis, upcoming comedian, who will be switching up for us, you know, giving us a couple of laughs in between. So you don't want to miss this. You definitely don't want to miss this. So I would show up on time. This is not one of those, well, come late, I'll wait for the headlines. No, you don't want to wait for the headlines. You want to see the show through.
Yeah.
They can come late they want to. Just pay your fare. Make sure you pay your fare.
Yeah, get your tickets early. Make sure you go online and get your tickets for Hip Hop Heavyweights, because they're not selling them at the door. So that's one of the things with the Rona. That's how we gotta adjust. Like it's all pre-sales. People can't be bullying.
Thank you for stressing that. Yes, we want to respect the business. We want to keep these doors open, and they have to adhere to the COVID-19 mandate. So you must wear a mask when you come up in the building, unless you're eating or drinking. Wear your mask, right? And also, they will be checking temperatures at the door. And we want you to buy your tickets now, so that way they can exercise social distancing and setting up the tables and the seats. So you have the general seats, and then you have the tables. So get your tickets. Get your tickets now at eventbrite.com.
There it is, man. We're talking with Reh Rek, a.k.a. Rekless, about the Hip Hop Heavyweights event that's going on next Sunday, April 18th. You'll be hearing the promotion even more next Saturday for sure. But, yeah, just something that me and Spaceship are a part of. We're talking with Rekless about the event. I do have one more last question for you before we get up out of here, man. Last time I talked with you just dropped your project, As Long As I Live and Breathe. I want to know, like, how's the reception been on that project?
It's been really good, man. It's been doing really good. I'm getting a great response from people. There's a couple of songs that people are really feeling. You know, As Long As I Live and Breathe, the title track. I got a great response from that. A lot of people were feeling that. I have another song that's coming up called Unrest and Motion Sickness. Those are 2 tracks that I'm getting ready to push pretty soon. As Long As I Live and Breathe, that we pushed that out last year and then beginning of this year. But I've been getting a good response from it. The streams have been steady. Y'all keep streaming, keep downloading, because I gotta eat.
Ain't that the truth?
But yeah, it's been doing pretty good. It's been doing pretty good.
Well, that's what it is.
Yes.
Yeah, that's what it is right there. I actually do have Unrest queued up right now to take us up out of this little segment, but I want you to go ahead and introduce this track to us.
So this track is called Unrest, off As Long As I Live and Breathe album. song right here is dedicated to the frontline workers, those who work during the COVID-19 initiative to take care of us. This also speaks to our city, who not only was fighting the pandemic, but also in an uncomfortable situation with social unrest, the untimely death and unjust death of George Floyd. So this is Unrest on Waves of the Bay.
And please drop your social media information for anybody trying to follow you.
Anybody trying to follow me, you can get at me at Reh Rek. That's at REHREK on Instagram. On Facebook is at Reh Rek, aka Rekless. REHREK, Rekless, REKLESS. There you have it.
There it goes, man. And once again, thank you for taking time out to talk with us tonight about the event going on next Sunday. I'm getting excited. I know Spaceship is too. And, you know, we're ready to come on stage and do work for y'all and just watch an amazing show that y'all put together, man. Like, for real, like from one curator to another, like y'all put together an amazing show and I can't wait to be a part of it. So thank you.
Yes, and thank you. Thank you for giving us the platform to rock, you know, is on Waves of the Bay. Thank you for supporting all the independent artists in the Bay Area. I really appreciate you and Spaceship for that. Thank you so much.
Man, for sure, man. The love is mutual, bro.
Ooh-wee! Uncle Charlie, bro.
Hey. All right, we got Unrest. We're about to play. We're going to be right back on Waves of the Bay, y'all.
Sun goes down, whole different city, same place, same face, different kind of living. Just another day round the way, how I'm living. Just another way to get paid, how I'm feeling. Tell me how you feel, working wood wheel, working 9 to 5, working pay your bills, working on yourself, you just trying to keep it real. Chasing after chasing, ain't no time to go and turn it.
Take a ride through my city. This is where I grew up. Breaking bread with my peoples. Yeah, I gotta show love. With these blessings from God, I reach back and pull up. I've got limited time, so I'm saying what's up. I'm just willing and able. I meditate to keep stable. I just wanna be free, far from stigmas and labels. I just live to be me. Take a break from that paper so I can really see me. Spend some time with my kids. Tell them they can do what they want, but knowledge is key. Don't forget who you are and be all you can be. Have respect for yourself. Be much more than they see. Some have prejudice established way before you and me. I'm so sick of the gossip. I'm so sick of the news. I just want this to be over. Hope this Donald Duck lose. Urge the people stay woke. This ain't time to just lose. Epidemic social unrest leave officials confused. Politicians are lying. This is out of control. I'm up 3 in the morning. My wife I console. She can't sleep and she crying. A nurse's life takes its toll. As these numbers keep climbing in the leadership fold.
Sun goes down, whole different city, same place, same face, different kind of living. Just another day round the way, how I'm living. Just another way to get paid, how I'm feeling. Tell me how you feel.
This is Tone Kapone
And DJ Spaceship.
and Saturday nights from 10 to midnight we bring you Waves of the Bay right here on WMNF 88.5 Tampa.
With the hottest interviews, the hottest music.
You can submit your music for the Tampa Bay Watch segment at wavesofthebay@gmail.com or follow us on all social media at Waves of the Bay.
Every Saturday, 10 to 12. Make sure you come and ride the wave.
Yes, sir.